Okay, I got a feeling I'm gonna go far with this channel. So let's kick it off. PikaBoi14 here, and I'm going up against, I forgot what this dude's name is, but he's my first opponent in like 3 months. So he leads off with Confagrigus. I'm gonna lead off with Darmanitan. Go for the U-turn because Confagrigus is a defensive Pokemon. So I bring back power, go out to Tornadus so I can hit it from the special side. And luckily he misses his Will-O-Wisp because Will-O-Wisp is in fact since it missed, it's gonna play a huge part in this match. So he switches out. I don't care if he switches out or not. I got the rain dance going on. I can hit them hurricanes 100% accuracy. So it goes back out to this thing. He probably predicted me to go for the superpower, but I'm not gonna go for that right now. I go for the hurricane, and it does a massive amount of damage. Confagrigus, what are you doing in here? He switches back out to Bear Sheriff, expecting another hurricane, and I do go for the hurricane. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go for the superpower here, I think, because I figured that he wouldn't want to bring back his Confagrigus in expecting the hurricane, but luckily he did switch out because that's gonna play a huge part in this match as well. Basically switching out his Snorlax saved him a really good Pokemon for later, but he should have I think he should have kept Confagrigus for Deathfall later because it can take physical hits really well. So I switch out from Tornadus going to Fat Ass so he could take a Stone Edge. I didn't know whether or not he'd predict me to go to something else, but he did go for the Stone Edge. He should have predicted me to go out to a different Pokemon. I went for the Earthquake Stab, and yeah. So I know I'm gonna Toxic something as he switches out from his Crocodile going to Bear Sheriff, and which has leftovers. I don't have my Gligar with knockoff, so I can't knock off opponents' items. That Pokemon was really useful when I used to use it. But he switches back out from Snorlax and goes into Crocodile, and switches from Crocodile into Blastoise. So I'll go for the Cross Chop, expecting him, because I didn't want to go for the Wild Charge, probably predicting so that he'd expect me to stay in, and he was predicting me to stay in and go for the Wild Charge, predicting him to switch out. So I go for the Cross Chop again on the main Shao. Main Shao takes a huge amount of damage, but since I am not going to be faster than the main Shao, I have to switch out to the King, that Nidoking. So he can take the high jump kick. He doesn't take the high jump kick well at all. He predicts me to be, expected me to be Scarf just from the way I brought it in, but I am not Scarf. So, and I could have hit that Rodon for massive damage. But I'm gonna get to that later. So I switch back out to Fat Ass, trying to take the Fire type move, but in fact he doesn't go for the Fire type move. He goes for the Hidden Power Grass, and from that damage I can already tell he's Specs because it wouldn't have killed me if he wasn't Specs. So I know that for later in the battle. So I go out to Munch to wall the Rodon H basically, and then he brings out his own Snorlax, and I bring out Fat Ass once again as he goes back out to Bear Sheriff. Now this is what I was talking about. He saved it. This is a valuable Pokemon for him because it can rest off any toxic damage I do. So I have to bring out Wired. I have to go for the Cross Chop. He does decide to switch out after this turn. I'm not gonna lie, that was the best play, and of course he goes out to main shot because it doesn't really serve any purpose. It's already gonna die. So the Cross Chop finishes off main shot, and unlike my previous uploads that I've had on some other channels, it's not as blurry as it usually is because it blurs like all the time. But now it's not because I have it at a certain angle to where it doesn't blur. So I go back out to Fat Ass as I let him kill off my Electivire, which wasn't the best play because he could have stayed in and gone for the +1 Earthquake, done a lot of damage. But I should have switched out to Blastoise in the first place. So I switched back to OU since Crocodile has switched out, and I go for the superpower, and it does a huge amount of damage. I'm not even invested in an attack. That just shows you how much of a powerhouse Tornadus actually is, and that's why its name is back to OU. Tornadus T moves to Ubers. This thing is definitely moving back to OU. So he goes for the Body Slam thanks to the superpower that left me with only 3 HP. And yeah, I didn't really want that to happen because now I'm going to die to Life Orb damage. And I was sort of kind of hoping that the superpower would kill off the Snorlax, and it does. So it's a double down. I have to go back out to Darmanitan as he goes in the Rotom, and here I'm going to see that this thing is in fact Specs once again because I do go for the superpower, and since it does that much, I didn't know he's not the defensive bulky variant, so it does over half, so I can't stay in because of that. he almost KO'd me with a Specs Volt Switch. If he would have went for Thunderbolt, it would have been game. Power would have been done because I don't have another offensive Pokemon. That's it. I only have Munch and Blastoise left. So I go out to Snorlax. A U-turn out to I switch out to Snorlax, trying to take whatever he goes for, and I go for the Body Slam, and he roars me out to my Blastoise, which wasn't at all one of the best moves he made, because I do go for the Toxic, and since he is at lower HP than me, my Toxic will actually be better than his Toxic on me. But I think I wind up roaring him out because this is the stall point and the sort of closing point of the match, because I do roar him out. I don't know why I roared him out. I should have just let the toxic damage rack up on him, because now it's reset and his toxic damage might outdo mine. But no, he brings it back in. So I'll go for the Scald, and now it's even better because Scald does a pretty good amount of damage for not being invested in special attack at all, and his Blastoise resisting it. But I do switch out to Munch because I want to save my Blastoise. I don't want to get Toxic stalled. And Munch has the rest, so it can basically stall out the Blastoise for as long as it can. And here it's a little stall war going on. I Body Slam him, get even more damage off. He roars me back out to Blastoise. Blastoise, I don't know what he's doing here. He's just letting his Blastoise die, and that's really the only thing he has to win, because once my Darmanitan is gone, then basically he can get to work. But he has, like, all he has to do is get rid of Darmanitan. He has the Rotom H. He can just Choice Specs Thunderbolt away. It might not do that much to Snorlax, but still, it's a plan. So it lets himself die to toxic damage, which wasn't the best move. So he goes out to Rotom. And I go for the superpower, finish off that Rotom, and that is good game, guys. This was PikaBoi14. I really hope you enjoyed the match, and bye.